we get a message from an account that says Terry's Serendipity Café. And you say, do you guys want to play a show in Montclair at this day and time? And we're like, oh yeah, super stoked, let's do it. And so you send us an address and we go and we show up and we walk in and it's a synagogue, it's a temple. Yeah. And we were a little thrown off because we've never played a synagogue show. And we
played a church show, but not a synagogue show.
Yeah, we were expecting, my mistake, a cafe. But look, it was so much fun. It was a really great space. You guys had a whole back line for us. It sounded really good. Everyone was really helpful with helping us set up. There was a crowd of kids there. I'd want to say maybe they were like early high school. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like most people that are coming there, like freshmen to like senior year, more like sophomore, juniors.
And, we play shows all the time and it might be a packed crowd, but a lot of people are kind of just sitting there, like for some reason they're forced to be there. And at that show, everyone was having so much fun. They were dancing and that makes us as performers feel so good. So could you maybe explain for us and whoever might be listening or watching, like really what is Terry's Serendipity Café?
So in the 90s, there's more backstory to like how it officially starts.
Okay.
So in the 90s, I think it was because we just had our 25th anniversary, so I'm thinking 95. There was a post office shooting in Watchung Plaza. And so parents like felt a little uneasy about like having their kids do anything really in Montclair. And at the time, there was no space for like people in high school to go. Like you can figure that out on your own. Like you're like an adult, like you're a teen. So there was like a group of kids and one of them was Terry. And everyone was like, Terry, like, what do you think like we should do? And he got the idea of like, let's have like this music collective and like have people come and perform. And so they didn't really have a name, like they were figuring out a name and Serendipity was the one that stuck. Mm-hmm. And then Terry actually ended up later passing away due to epilepsy. Oh, no. So that's where we get the name Terry Serendipity Café. I don't know where the cafe part comes from. I think the original name was Montclair Students Music. Oh, shoot. It's something about like music students like collective in that realm. I'll try to find it later. But yeah, he started this thing where people could come and have like almost like a safe space to enjoy themselves and have fun. And like the biggest rule that was a part of it was respect the people that are playing and like the people around you. And that's where you kind of get that level of like, oh, people are really paying attention to me and they're really invested in like the music I'm playing, because we really strive to have that environment. And I think it's really important, especially like for people that perform there, like in high school or like you guys, for example. So like coming to a show and like people kind of just lounging around, just sitting there, and like you're in high school and it's just like kind of intimidating. You don't want to perform again, but like having Serendipity, it just gives you a way to get that footing of performing and having people really enjoy your music. And it's never like a fake way of like, oh, we just have to do it because like that's the rule. Like from what I know is like, and we have a critique after every show, people are just like, I really enjoyed the music, like this was really good. Like none of it's like fake or like we are forced to really just pay attention because we have to. It's really that we do enjoy who's ever performing and like we're really engaged with the show. Yeah. So that's like it.
That's awesome. I had no idea about any of that backstory. That's really nice. And to what you were saying, that's an environment where, yeah, everyone's having fun, but there's no sketchy stuff going on. Like no one's out in the back drinking or doing drugs. Like everyone's there just for the music. And what we talk about a lot in this podcast is, it's really difficult to find fun places to play music, especially if you're young, on the younger side. Like when we first started our band, it was really difficult for us to get our foot in the door in like the basement scene. So we had to play bars. And playing bars was such a pain in the butt because none of our friends who were our age could go because they were under 21. But like you said, your space is a place for kids who just want to go and listen to good music with their friends.